Hi, I'm Jens Malmgren. Today I'm going to show you how to create this proportional divider. A proportional divider is a tool that helps you to draw things. It is said that it can help you to draw anything, anywhere. But personally, I think it's most handy to use when you are drawing from a reference photo. When I use it to draw from a reference photo, it is good because it shows me how small deviations have an impact on the likeliness of a portrait. And this understanding I bring with me when I'm not using divider, when I'm drawing live models or portraits from living people. I'm a member of an aquarelle club, and I wanted to talk about this method for them, and I wanted all of the club members to be able to try this for themselves. And since I can't really force all of them to go and buy a proportional divider, I decided to create this design that you can print from a PDF onto a regular printer, and then you can use scrap paper from Passepartout, cardboard, and you make the divider with that paper, and then you can try it. And it's really simple. Anyone can do it. There are 3 methods to create the divider. If you don't have a printer, then you can look at the measurements in my PDF. A link to the PDF you can find in the information section of the YouTube movie. You can look at all the measurements and you can bring them over to your paper. Either that, or you have a printer. Then you print on the PDF to a regular paper, and then you put the paper on your Passepartout, and then you use a push pin to mark the corners of the design. Then you take away the paper and you draw lines between the corners, and then you cut out the divider. The third method to create a divider is to print the design onto sticky paper. And that's what I've done here. And on the back side you have this paper you can remove, and then you can stick it onto the Passepartout paper. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut this divider from this Passepartout. So now I remove the back side of the sticky paper. And I'm going to put it here. On the table here, I've got a cutting mat to protect the table, and that's a good thing to do. And I have a Stanley knife to do the cutting the small parts. So now I'm going to cut the long sides. I'm going to use my Logan Team System straight cutter to do that. So So to do this properly, so line it up like this. No, it's not my intended. I need to cut again. That, and then I'm gonna cut next. So it's more accurate, doesn't it? That, then the next one. That, and the last long cut will come here. So good. Now the other sides I need to cut by hand. Much nicer if I stand up. Actually better to cut from the inside out. That. This is the first leg. Got next leg. Right. Then from the inside. Like this. Now I'm going to do the holes. I marked 5 intersections here, like you can see in the PDF, and they are. I'm gonna make a hole on all of them, and I'm going to use a push pin, a hammer. Since I don't want to destroy my table, I have a little piece of wood. So just like that. That's one leg. And now the last leg. The marks, they are for half proportion, 1/3, 1/4 and 1/5. If you like, you could make more. That's no problem. Then I put them together with something surprising, and that's cheap earrings with push-on backs. I use so. So if I want to have a 1/3, use the 1/3 hole there, and the 1/3 hole there, and then the push-on backs. I use 2. And here is the proportional divider. Now we have a proportional divider. So how is this supposed to work? Well, here I have a reference photo. It is Stranger number 7 from photographer Danny Santos. So I want to draw this portrait. Then first of all, I need to find out a scale, one of these holes here, that will give a nice composition on my paper. So what I have here is Fabriano 12 by 15 inch paper. It is an A4. So I measure Sophie's eyes, because her name is Sophie, and then on the other side I get the size of her eyes as they will be on the paper, and then I can start. So I measured there somewhere, and from there I go. It is ever measurement on my reference photo. I have an instant translation to my drawing, so I know the eye will be this big, and that's it. Well, obviously it's a bit more complicated than that. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know, and for the rest, have a nice day.